Oh my god, she's making a video about going shopping. I'm so excited.
Some people just have no problem leaving work to go shopping.
San Antonio is a city.
No work ethic. Nobody ever invites me to go along. It's not fair.
I'll show you a real bargain.
Girls' Day shopping. I've been so looking forward to this.
Look, it's Jojo, the dog-faced boy. Oh my god, that's what happens when I put my own face on my own face. Oh. I'm gonna cry. Heading off to work again. It is so muggy today. It's like just walking outside. Like my body's moist. Oh, that was an extreme close-up, unflattering. We might have to put stickers over that. Icky. Alright, so man, I literally walked like 20 yards. I'm sweaty. It's not terribly hot, it's just, it's very humid. Come on. Okay. Oh man. Ugh. What the hell's going on there? Okay. So, part of my morning routine that, you know, did not include in my life, day in the life videos. The previous one, this is part 2 of the day in the life that I'm like inserting for content for non-interested parties in the dog washing process. So yes, this has been going on for days now of me getting extra stuff to put in to keep this interesting or something to listen to. Forgot what I was saying. Waved at the neighbor, now I don't know what I was saying. Yeah, so it's been going on for days. It's hot out. I have no idea. I'm trying to find, I don't want to have the steering wheel taking up a big part of the screen. Oh, so part of my daily routine is I bring the phone or the tablet into the shower with me and I watch somebody's videos while I'm getting ready in the morning. And I think yesterday, which was like just a second ago for you, I was talking about the ads. And it bugs me because I can't skip them when I'm all wet because I don't want to, like, you know, flick water all over the device. But this morning I was watching I'm always behind. I was watching the Stick With Me or Drill With Me, Paint With Me. You guys, we all call it a little something different. We all got our own little twist to it. Brandy, Abstract Crafter, is doing her Diamond Art Club red bottoms. And by the way, yay, I'm glad you got one. They're awesome. They're like luxurious. And how can you not love the name Red Bottoms? Because I immediately think of those baboons. But not the same. Not the same. Red Bottom. But she's talking about, and she has so many great ideas, my God. And I am so happy for her. She hit 500, and apparently it was like a week ago or something. She must have hit 500, which is fantastic. She's gonna pass me up in no time. I know it. She's gonna pass me up, and I'll, you know, be begging to advertise my channel in her comments. Hey, Abstract Crafter, love your work. Check out mine. I've got a channel too. But I'm so happy for her. If anybody deserves it, well, lots of people deserve it, but that girl, she is fantastic. So, and she is so selfless, I gotta say. You know, I've brought up the name of some other channels here and there along the way, and, you know, given shout outs and trying to do what I can for, you know, the ones that I've discovered and really enjoy. But I don't tend to spend a lot of time searching out new people, and it's just because I got too much on my plate as it is. I feel like I have to watch every single one, and I want to see them in order, and so I'm behind and want to be up to date and know what's going on today, not what was going on 2 weeks ago. And I can't keep up with the number of people I'm subscribing to. But she actually is now seeking out, you know, these newer channels, and I'm only halfway through her drill with me, but she's gonna incorporate into her drill with me, you know, the up and comings kind of thing, and naming out, you know, 5 new channels that she's seen. What a wonderful idea. This community is so supportive of each other, and it's just really a tight-knit community. And I'm sure part of that is because it's such a new craft that new craft in popularity. Apparently it's been around for a long time, but it's only been, you know, the last several months that the channels are popping up. And, you know, I felt like it was really pretty saturated when I started a couple months ago, and now to hear somebody, you know, make a comment that I'm one of the big dogs or something. That was a while ago. Somebody made that comment, and I'm like, me? But I guess I've been around enough months that, you know, people have heard of it, and you know, whatever. I certainly do not consider myself one of the big dogs. I mean, I've got right now I'm at like 608 subscribers. You know, and then you've got like Donnie and Ella. You know, they're both in the over 1,000. There's a lot of channels that have over 1,000, and I'm like this puny little one. So I certainly don't consider myself that way. But I think it's awesome that Brandy is kind of giving the shout outs to the little channels that are starting up. I know there's some out there that I have checked out just recently, because what I have done was kind of, when I was looking through my subscribers, when I was at the 500 mark, I was scrolling through to see how many people subscribed to them, and if they had, you know, like double digits, kind of high double digits or whatever number of subscribers. I was, oh cop. I was, yeah, I'm going 5 under. I'm good. I was checking out their channels to see, you know, what kind of channel was it that they got the subscribers. So I did see a few here and there. But, you know, I'm always so behind in recording that by the time I was recording new material, I'd already forgotten. So, awesome, Brandy, you know, and I feel like all I'm doing is copying Brandy now, because, again, she is my idol. I love that girl. And she's like in the low 500s, I'm in the low 6. So yeah, she's gonna pass me in like probably by the end of today's Friday, August 3rd. I will bet you anything that she passes me up by next Friday. She's gonna do it. An awesome job. So I'm really, really happy for her. But my shout outs are gonna be for who I've checked out in the last probably 2 weeks. New channels, and I apologize. I've watched a few videos, I believe, from each one. I haven't like got caught up to date or anything on anybody, and the videos that I've watched from each of these channels would have been, because I start at the beginning and I go chronologically. So I started at their first one, which for anybody, the first one is so awkward. Oh, you know, this is such a bad angle. Double chin. Drive like this. The first one is really hard to do you know, awesome job and feel comfortable on the camera and stuff on your first video, but I think that these ladies did really, really well. So I'm gonna say who I've watched recently. Check them out. Give them a chance. I'm not gonna give an opinion one way or the other. I'm just gonna say that I have been watching you. So number one was Carla G. Now, her channel is in, I'm guessing, Portuguese, which I don't speak. But Carla has commented several times on my channel, and so I went and checked her out, and she had the several that I watched. They're very short, you know, less than 10 minutes each, and it's in, I believe, Portuguese, based on her comment to somebody else about being, okay, anyway, I think that's the language, because it didn't sound like Spanish to me. There's words here and there I could understand that, you know, from Spanish, but I don't speak fluent Spanish. 2 years of French and a year of Spanish in high school, so there's a few words here and there, but I think it's Portuguese. So anyway, she had, I don't know if it was her very first video, this most beautiful diamond painting. So I commented asking where she got it, and the sweetheart, she looked up the link for me and got it for me, because I think it would look absolutely gorgeous in my bedroom. So Carla G, especially if any of you speak, assuming Portuguese or whatever language it is, sorry, she's got one. And even, you know, not speaking the language, watching what she's doing, I mean, I can get the gist of some of it, and just like the one, I just love the picture, so I can ask. And she speaks English, so she, you know, perfectly able to answer me in English, not a problem. So Carla. And then I also have been watching Isabel's Moments. She has been very active in the comments on my channel, so I've been watching several of Isabel's videos, and I've also been, Lorma has commented many times, and so she suggested I go check out her video on the parchment paper, which of course I watched the first few, and then I was trying to find the one for the parchment paper, which looks like it's just recently. But in the title, Lorma, you say something about an update to the previous, and I couldn't find, I don't know if you've talked about it several times, but I guess the update is good, the exact type of parchment paper to buy. And she said, not wax paper, parchment, non-stick parchment paper, and I asked her if you can use wax paper, what happens if you use it, because I have a roll of wax paper, don't have this parchment paper in the house, but I do have wax paper. So I commented asking her what would happen if you did it, and she replied right away to answer me. So, you know, I mean, I wasn't sitting there like staring at the screen going, come on, what's the answer, what's the answer? But yeah, within, I don't know if it was the same day or next morning, she answered me. So she's on top of things. So check out her. Let's see, who else? I've already mentioned her in the past, but Off My Rocker, Katie. Oh my God, I love her personality. And she went a while without any videos, and I was like, oh my God, what happened to Katie? But she put out some new ones. She is just adorable. I just absolutely love listening to her. She's, you know, kind of figuring it all out right now, and God, I can relate. I can so relate to trying to get it figured out on how to film and all that stuff. But I enjoy watching. Even the learning process is entertainment. Not laughing at you, but going, oh my God, I remember. It was just weeks ago for me, you know. But let's see. I'm trying to think who else. Go. I have never, before living here, had a place where 2 lanes can both turn right on red. I'm used to, you know, if you're in the right lane, you can turn right on red. But here, as many lanes as our right turn lanes can all go on red. So you always know who's a tourist because they'll be sitting in not the far right lane, but the next one to turn right, and they're not going, and then everybody starts laying on the horn. And they're like, what? So, yeah, it's crazy drivers down here for sure. So, yeah, I'm gonna pause here because I can't think of anybody, and I don't want to just have you watching me drive and watching me, whatever part of grooming the dog I'm at right now, because that's torture for you. So I'll think of something else, maybe. Oh, I've got another question. So people are letting me know, comments are coming in on what you want to see me do next, whether it was the mermaid or the DIY create it myself video. But I have another question. Do you guys want to see when I frame my paintings? Do you want to watch framing videos? Because I need to frame up the 2 soulmates next. So, if you'd like to see that, I'll probably do it regardless. But I guess I'd still like to know if anybody's interested in me doing framing videos. Because I did miss the one, I erased it, I'm sorry, where I framed the cupcakes from Diamond Dots. I missed that. Not missed, erased. I erased it. So, let me know if you want to see me frame each one as I go. And also, I know Diamond Mama does the post review, and I think I saw Donnie did one. I just watched Donnie's some of Donnie's stuff yesterday, and I think Donnie did a post review, and probably not a bad idea. So let me know if you want me to do post reviews on the ones that I've completed. I'll have to double check back on the only 2 that I have out there that I've done and are framed are the Diamond Dots and the Owl from Diamond Art Club. And I don't recall if I did like a formal post review, but I have got my checklist of what I want to cover in a review done up, and I've got my Excel spreadsheets all created. Just need to input the data. So let me know if you want me to do post reviews on those. Or if not those, if you don't care about those are so far in the past, if you want me to start doing those, because I don't think that's a bad idea at all. Or no, not, why did I say Diamond Mama? Ah, Brandy. God, scatterbrain. Waiting for that first cup of coffee to kick in. But yeah, what I'm gonna do from now on is I'm just gonna see what Brandy's doing, and I'm gonna copy her, because that girl's got it together. And so yeah, I've got my spreadsheet, and I am commenting on the map responses, and I'm putting added, and I'm working my way through as I'm putting them on my spreadsheet. So again, I'm sorry if I haven't gotten to you yet. I'm way behind. There were so many responses. I think I've recorded down the information for about 50 comments so far, and working my way up. I'm like working on it, and then I will, for those of you who are curious, and if I think I said this, I can never remember. This has been going on for days of these car ride recordings. I am planning on doing a video of me putting your PIN in and reading what you've written. If you did not give me your town, I'm asking for you to email me at goneoffmymeds@gmail.com your town, or the closest decent sized town. And if you prefer, if I don't have you specifically tell me that I can pin your town, I will, you know, just not show the town. I'll just pin the state in the video where I'm saying who you are, because I'm not going to put out there anything that wasn't in public comments unless you tell me in an email, oh yeah, sorry, I just forgot, or whatever, to mention the town, or just said small town. If you're okay with it, just let me know when you email me your town. If you don't want me saying exactly the town you live in, I will not be showing like any kind of like specifics. I'll just pin you, okay? I don't want to uncover anybody's location if you're in the witness protection program or anything, because we've all been there, right? Okay, I'm here. Time to hit it. It's 8:12, so see, I've got myself 18 minutes to get in there, get my stuff set up, get the computer on, and start my day. So, we'll do a drive home too. I spilled my coffee everywhere. That sucks. Welcome, Lauren. Who's Lauren? One of the kids' ex-girlfriends. Well, this is one of those little chalkboard things, and the chalkboard chalk, paint on chalk that's supposed to wipe away and doesn't wipe away. So this is now available to repurpose. We're going shopping. So we have that. We have this to frame. I measured. The closest size is 8 by 10. We're a 1/4 inch short on either direction for 8 by 10 to fit perfectly. We have this to frame as well. This is also short for an 8 by 10. About 1/8 of an inch too small. We have an old crappy frame. We're going to repaint it. Then this has been sitting here since I was 18 and took art in college. That is silver point. You take a piece of whatever this is, board, and you put some sort of plaster on it. I don't remember. And you sand and sand and recoat and sand, and then you use actual silver lead in a pen. There's no erasing. You carve your picture into the plaster, and over time it oxidizes and changes color. So over time, the picture gets darker and darker. I was a little morbid. I was going through a tough time. My parents were getting divorced. So, yeah. And I have this old shit frame to paint, as long as I'm painting this one, to finally frame this after 45 years. 46, no, 47 years. No, I didn't do it when I was 27 years, whatever. It's been a long time. It's been sitting there in my to-do pile. So I've made my list. I need pins for my map. This is the subscriber map. So I have, these are places I've been. It's minimal. So I need to buy pins to pin all you guys. That's on the list. And I need a second frame for the other painting. The reason I even have this out was I was toying with the idea of mounting this somehow to this here, but this is really kind of country and this is not, and then I'd have to cut off so much of the painting to make it kind of mirror that shape that I don't know if I want to do that. I'm thinking the round would be more conducive to pulling that off than square. So square in the frame, and then I was considering doing that with the round, but I like this picture. I don't want to wreck it. You know, maybe if I had something that I really didn't care for so much, I could do it with that. Okay, so then this, I was thinking of doing an experiment of some sort on there with adhesive and diamonds, leftover drills. We'll figure something out. What else do I have? So I have leftover ribbon that I'm going to use to fill in the gap between this and the frame. And I need to get a new ribbon because mine's yellow and I don't want yellow, I want white. And Jan, gonna get the oven liners and the cutting board thingamajiggers that you're talking about because I'm going to the dollar store. And Lorma, non-stick parchment paper is on my list. Gonna get some crap paint brushes for experimenting with the Aleene's Tack It Over and Over. Try it out. And I did find one of my pairs of scissors that somebody had walked off with, so I don't need scissors. Got to cross that off my list, but thanks for reminding me, Jan. Appreciate it. So I need one 8x10 frame because that one will be fine. And let's see, what else? I think that's it. Whatever else I find that strikes my fancy. So we're going shopping today, everybody. Isn't that exciting? She can't come with. It's too hot to leave her in the car. But, oh, and I organized my closet again today because it was getting out of hand. I can't throw away boxes because I'm a hoarder. So I finally went through my box of, this was from cleaning out my desk when I left Wisconsin from the bank. So I finally cleaned that out. It's an empty box now. I've got my Amazon boxes and all my empties and reorganized my shelf. So I've got behind there is my giant stash of Tic Tac boxes. Then I've got my to-do pile of paintings. And then these are, because they didn't fit back there, but these will be the first ones that I use to kit up. Empty, empty, empty. My tree. This one is an in progress, the cottage. Mermaid. I need to put a label on that. And then that's the stuff for dyeing my hair. And then for, you know, because I didn't really have a category for my car windshield crap. So I've got that all organized. I hung that up there because it kept tipping over. I saved styrofoam. I think I might have mentioned in one of the videos I saved that giant styrofoam sheet that was protecting my desk. Never know when you're going to want one of those. And then all the little styrofoam packing from my light pad. Got a couple of big sheets of cardboard, big poster frames, some more cardboard boxes. I've got the packing paper, the you know, that brown paper. And then I organized all my memorabilia pictures from the past. And then I took one of my boxes, put all my pool noodles. And I don't remember who, but you had said the vinyl, keep it rolled. And I said, brilliant. And I looked and I did do that already. So I was happy to see that I was smart enough to do that. And then these are some leftover frames that I had purchased for other paintings that I ended up not returning. This one I think I'm going to use. Or no, this was leftover from the cupcakes because I bought 2. And again, I accidentally deleted that boxing or the framing video, but I had bought 2 different styles. A really, really plain one. And then the one that's kind of got the scrolly stuff, gave my husband the choice. He picked the fancier of the 2, and I asked him if I had to return the other one. He said no. And then I've got 16 by 20. These match each other. I've got my artist canvas because I was going to experiment with mounting a painting onto that. Now I'm thinking I'm going to try and figure out how to just put a chart on it. Poster frame. And this is my coloring books stuff. And then I've got a lap stand for my cross stitch, which is up there. And hey Dawn, I'm gonna make it puke. Jasmine's old cage that she would never go in it. She didn't like it. But yeah, now you've had the tour of my closet. And I like doing jigsaw puzzles. And every one of those is a brand spanking new one, because when we sold everything with the house, sold all the puzzles that I can remember doing from the time I was a very small child. And I agreed to do that if I could have all brand new puzzles. So I've got all brand new puzzles. So there we go. Looks pretty good. And then this is my photo frame. You know, I said once I got a digital camera, I had the photo frame that scrolls my pictures. And I never printed out another picture again. It's there because I can't find a spot to put it in here. I don't know where to set it without it being in the way. Up there would be okay, but I wouldn't see it because I always sit with my back there. So I suppose if I could figure out a way to hang it on the wall, maybe there, that would look good. Then I could see it and hide the cord somehow behind the curtain. Ignore what's behind the curtain. And I left the door open again. But yeah, so we're going to go shopping. And I don't know why I'm doing this. Why am I going around and around? I don't know if I ever gave you guys a real good shot of my bathroom. I hope it's clean. Kind of. No, there's something on the floor here. Hold on. Okay. Isn't that a cool shower curtain? That's what I did to try to tie the 2 rooms together with the plum and the teal. But yeah, this bathroom's all mine. Nobody uses it but me and Jasmine. So again, I don't know why I'm showing you this. I'm in one of those moods today. Okay, let's go shopping. Oh, Jan, when they had my going away party at my last job, they gave me all like beach themed stuff and, you know, beach bag and towels and pink flamingo. And they gave me this squirt gun and it still has the tag on it. And I had it in my bag of stuff to throw away. Do you want this? Because I don't want you yelling at me. Because I would be riddled with guilt if I ever, like, thought that you could have used this for something. So I pulled it out of the bag. I pulled it out of the garbage for you, Jan. You let me know if you want this and I'll send it to you. Okay, let's go. Hold on, Jan. I also have this. It's still soft. They handed these out at work. I checked it. It's still soft. Do you want this too? Can you use the Play-Doh? I already tried. It's not sticky. It won't work to pick up diamonds. So I'll include that with the squirt gun. You just let me know. Okay, so after editing the videos from me driving in the car, I noticed 2 things. One was that the air conditioner is blowing right on the speaker, the microphone, and it sounded horrible. So, and the other was this steering wheel showing up in the picture. It looks terrible too. So, let me just kind of adjust this before we get going. And then, let me see. Can't zoom in this mode. All right, that's perfect. Let's see here. I don't want the steering wheel showing. How can I do this? If I do it this way? Oh, that works better. Yeah, there we go. Sorry. I'll do it this way. Oh, look at my belly. Okay. There, you can see like nicely out the window now, can't you? Okay. Where can we go? This way you can watch people like watch me. There. Look at it. There. Looks like my bra's sticking out. It's really difficult for those of you who haven't like really recorded yourself a lot to look at the camera because it's way down here in the corner. It's in the bottom. It's in the bottom right hand corner of your phone, so you always look like you're looking up here when the camera's really down here. So I need to look there. I've heard some people, it's hot, I gotta turn the car. I've heard some people say they put like a little sticker by the camera to remind them to look there. It's probably not a bad idea. Maybe when I'm looking for pins. Oh, see, look at that. I'm like glistening, or I don't know. Yeah, I'm sweating pretty good. Okay. So, I just finished producing my dog grooming video, and that sucker ended up over 2 hours long. But there's some I try to keep the flow going. There wasn't dead time, but it's kind of hard to follow. So I apologize for those of you who've already watched it, or for those of you who attempted to watch that. It wasn't easy, I'm sure, because I knew what I was talking about and I was having trouble following. Oh, and I also realized I need to clean my steering wheel. It's disgusting because I have my makeup on my fingers from blending it in, and it's all over my steering wheel. So let me fix that before I forget, because otherwise I'm never going to remember. So I'm going to pause you so that you don't have to watch that. So after I made the video I was just editing, I'm talking about or maybe it was one before, I don't know. I can't even keep track anymore. But recently in a video I was saying what I thought was going on with the canvases with the Sonoro Group logo on it, and how I thought it came in rolls. And I just finished watching Brandy's series on Diamond Art Club, Abstract Crafter, for those of you who don't know her first name. And sure enough, she shows a photograph of the double-sided adhesive, and it's in rolls, all different widths, just like I suspected. See, I'm pretty smart sometimes, other times not so much. Okay, look at that. Ugh. I got like a quarter of the steering wheel done with that light. So I don't know, it's disgusting. We pay for monthly membership to the car wash, but apparently they don't do my steering wheel. I just noticed from editing the video, because I never look at the back side of my steering wheel, how disgusting it was with the makeup all over it. I mean, I know like my mouse and my keyboard at work get like that. I try to remember to, you know, use a makeup wipe or something on my hands when I'm done in the morning, because soap and water just doesn't seem to take it off. But yeah, my mouse and keyboard get like caked up with the beige foundation that I use. It's a powdered foundation and whatever. I'm 47 this year. I'm not there yet. I'm 46 right now. I'm going to be 47 this year, and I still haven't found a decent foundation. I'm so not a girly girl with the makeup and all that. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Never have. I've got these horrendous dark circles under my eyes that I've had since I was like 2. I don't know. Nothing works. Either that or I end up looking like I got pancake makeup on. It's just, I don't know. I try powder, but then when I sweat, it streaks, and then I try the creamy stuff, and it cakes into my fine lines, and then it's just, I didn't have such a problem when I was young and didn't have the fine lines. I developed those in just the last 2 years, probably. Before that, I was doing pretty good without having any wrinkles. But yeah, underneath my eyes, I've got some fine lines now, and my smile lines are getting pretty deep. I always said I was going to age gracefully, and here I am now. I'm down in Florida. I'm dyeing my hair. I swear to God, I would never dye my hair. I really like silver hair. I think it's pretty, but it was just kind of on a whim. Everybody down here, not everybody, a lot of people down here, more so than back home, have very kind of fun colors in their hair, and, you know, like not natural colors. They're a little more wild with their hairdos down here. When I worked in Wisconsin at the bank, you were not allowed to have hair colors or nail polish colors or makeup colors that weren't natural. So you couldn't have, you know, like blaze red hair or purple or blue or any of that stuff. And down here, I mean, you can wear flip-flops to work. It's uber casual. So yeah, people who are actual like leads and trainers and stuff have like rainbow colored hair. That's completely fine here to do any of that stuff. You can have as many piercings on your face as you want. So
where are you all going?
I'm gonna go to the dollar store and Staples, because I need the little push pins for the map.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to probably Michael's since it's right next door.
Okay.
And then if I can't find the parchment paper at any of those, then I'm gonna stop at a grocery store or Walmart or something.
What is parchment paper?
It's what you bake cookies on. You put
yeah.
Put it on the baking sheet. It's like.
Why wouldn't you just go there first? Oh, because you're going to be there anyway at the other places.
Well, I suppose I could go to Walmart first, but I know I have to go to the Dollar Tree because that's where the stuff that I want. It's $1, so I'm going to go there first, get whatever I can there, and then go to the next one. So Walmart would make more sense, but yeah, I guess I'll go to Walmart second. So Dollar Tree, Walmart. If they don't have what I need, then I'll go to Staples or something.
Right.
Because I need the little short pins. Not the long ones, just the little itty bitties.
The sewing stuff?
Yeah, I have. But I remember when I was looking the first time, I had to go like 6 stores to find it, and I don't remember. I didn't write it down where I found them.
Yeah.
So.
I know they have like little pins with the colored ends at Walmart.
The short ones, not the long ones that you use for sewing.
Yeah, and if they're not there looking at school supplies, they got like push pins in there. Okay. You know, by the school supplies. Yeah. In there or in by the sewing stuff.
I also wrote down I wanted paintbrushes I can throw away. Do you still have some?
I have a whole bunch, but like how many do you need?
Like 3.
Yeah, I got like.
Oh, so I can cross that off.
I bought a whole bunch for touching up the trailer.
Okay, yeah, because I need a couple that, I mean, I'll keep them and either put them in a plastic to keep them from drying out or whatever, reuse them till I can't.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch.
It's going to be for adhesive, so.
Don't get paintbrushes.
Okay.
Okay.
Does this look clean now on this side?
No.
No?
In what?
Does my steering wheel look clean on the back side? Yeah. Okay. And it's all over my buttons for my windows. God, what a freaking... It's gross. I need one more. I don't know what I was talking about. God, I hate that. Oh, fine lines or something? I don't know. Oh, I was never going to dye my hair. I said that. And then wrinkles. And, oh, lots of colors on people's hair. Okay, I'm following along. You can wear whatever you want here. Oh, so yeah, it's like I get here and like before we moved, we had played around with putting like red highlights in my hair. Because, you know, I got brown hair and it's boring. So my husband, for Christmas, the year before we moved down here, put some red highlights in my hair, but it wasn't noticeable. Because we didn't really like bleach out the brown first before we put the red on. We just kind of did it all-in-one and it didn't really show. You had to like really be in the right kind of light to notice it. Yeah, so I got down here and my friend, that's the only person in my training class who was also a smoker, we'd hang out, you know, go out for smoke breaks, what, 3-4 times a day and talk, and she was one who got her hair done all the time. So I got all ambitious and did it, but I'm cheap, so I did it myself. And so I was having fun with it. It was something new, something entertaining, something, you know, whatever. And then my husband asked if he could have a go at it. So he, when he was young, you know, he was quite the ladies' man, apparently, you know, very popular. And very into his clothes and his hair and all of that stuff. He was, you know, very into his appearance. He used to do his own highlights, and he's one of these people who, you know, he has experience in doing like everything. I know how to do everything. And the really sick thing is he actually does. I mean, God, it's just ridiculous. I mean, yes, he would dye his own hair. He, you know, sews, cooks, cleans. He made his own stained glass windows. I mean, just flower arranging. And yet straight. He's a straight guy. I don't know. It's weird, right? So anyway, he asked if he could do my hair because, you know, I'm sure he thought he could do a better job. Life is a competition for my husband. It truly is. Every single thing you do is a competition. He's always got to one-up you. And very, very competitive. And I'm not competitive unless I know I can win. So, yeah, I'm a sore loser. But anyway, he wanted to dye my hair for me. So I let him at Christmas this year. So it's now been, what, a year since he had a go at it. And the first time he did it, it was just highlights. But this time, you know, I started out with doing the dip dye, you know, bleached out the bottom, what, 6 inches of my hair and dyed it like a fuchsia red with the brown on the top. And then I decided that I wanted more red up near my part, you know, so I had stripped out streaks of it here and there, so I had like long pieces that were this fuchsia red, burgundy, more burgundy, I guess, like a bright red, not like orangey red, but a deep, dark red. So the ends of all my hair was this red and the streaks. Well, he didn't particularly like it that much, and marriage is a compromise, so I said, sure, go for it. And I stopped in Sally's and asked him, okay, my husband wants to do like 5 different colors on my head. He had picked out a light and a dark blonde, a light and a dark red, and a deep chestnut brown and black. So I asked them, how are we going to do this with my hair already this way? And the answer was to bleach out my whole head completely and start from scratch. So that was quite the horror story. I think I'm done cleaning out the car. See, so now I get to add this to the list of things I accomplished today. Wiped out my car. Oh, God. One more. I'm gonna use this whole bag of wipes. So, bleached out my head. And I've got photos. Documented evidence for you. And I am perfectly fine with sharing it because it's ridiculous. And I love nothing more than to laugh at myself. So, I would rather make fun of myself, usually, than make fun of somebody else, unless it's my husband, because, you know, he's so good at everything. You've got to get your jabs in when you can. So, God, the car is filthy with makeup. They obviously don't, like, scrub anything off at the car wash when they wash it. They just, like, wipe the dust off. They don't, like, clean it because it's gross. Look at this. This is just the steering wheel. Ugh. So, fuck, what was I saying? God. Oh, so, bleached out my head, and, it was so god-awful hideous. And she told me it was going to look like this at Sally's. She's like, yeah, it's going to be like orange. Like pumpkin orange. Well, she was right. It was pumpkin orange. And then there was a text stories. I don't know if any of you follow their... I have them on Facebook. Text stories. Well, it just so happened that right after this happened with my hair, there was a text story about somebody texting their... hairstylist wanting to do gray hair, and she showed a picture of her friend who supposedly has gray hair, silver hair, and the stylist says it's blonde orange, so it's a new word, blonde. So we were laughing at me because my hair was blonde, and I'll show you the pictures. Probably you're already seeing them while I'm talking because I'll just insert them. But yeah, that was freaking hideous. And so that was on Christmas Eve. He did that to me. Well, he didn't do it. I did it. I did the bleach myself, and there was so much damage to my hair from that it felt like rubber bands. My hair, like, while it was wet, it would, like, stretch, like, literally, like rubber, and then snap off. So, my hair used to be down to, like, my, oh, shit, my car's falling apart. Used to be down to, like, my bra line. Piece come off my thing. And, it was so damaged by the time he finished with me that I had to cut, like, I don't know, 6 or 8 inches off the bottom of my hair because it was so bad. And then I had to be so careful every single time I washed my hair for months after that because my hair would just stretch and break off. It was horrible. So, yeah, now it's finally back to being somewhat healthy, and I gave up on the dyeing of my hair to red anymore, and I went with like a chestnut brown because I'm going to go back to just natural, and I needed to get it close so that I can, you know, slowly let the gray grow back out without having like this drastic line sprouting out from my part of gray. So I got to figure out how to do that gracefully. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. This is much darker than my natural color, and you'll see like some of my old videos of the Snapchat stuff. It was much more red back then. So, and I think even my very first few of these, well, I didn't show myself in the beginning on these. I don't think I showed myself until I'd already dyed it dark. So anyway, I am finally on the road. That only took, I don't even know how many minutes, 19 minutes to clean the makeup off my steering wheel. Now my hands are all sticky. So let's head to the Dollar Tree, everybody. For those of you who don't have Dollar Tree, you're in for a treat. trying to hit pause gracefully. It's not working. I just thought of something else that I can look at. I have a glass protective cover on my phone, and I dropped it and cracked the protective cover. My son said that they're not too hard to come off, but I can't figure it out. I gotta look at it again because you can't even see where to get a hold of the thing, but I can look for a new glass cover for it. And I don't know, I have a Samsung Galaxy 8 Plus. I constantly am battling to have enough memory on my phone for these videos. Even just producing that last one, it was over 2 hours long, and I didn't have enough space on the phone, so I'm like hoping a prayer deleting stuff that I don't need. I don't even know how long I'm going to be able to record with this, because now I have that full thing on my phone, and I need to get stuff off as I'm making it because I keep running out of room. I don't know if you can do a SD card on this. I don't see anywhere to plug one in. So if anybody has a Samsung Galaxy 8 Plus and you know how to add memory, like even whatever, how do I get my memory on my phone? Help. Or if you know how to get this stupid glass cover off, to put a new one on, help. Oh, and I just thought of something else. Jan had this idea for the recording. She got a selfie stick at the Dollar Tree or whatever and stuck it in a bucket, you know, and then weighed it down. I think she said she actually like used something permanent. I don't want permanent, but I'm thinking, you know, even if I clip the selfie stick to the table or something, I don't know, to get it up in the air more for overheads for stick with me. Tripod works okay, but it's kind of cumbersome. It'd be so much nicer to have something that was much more lightweight and didn't take up so much damn room on the table, and you didn't have to finagle it to not see the legs of the tripod. Oh, there we go. A lot of old people here. You never know. So I'm going to pause if I don't have anything to say, because I don't know how much room I have on the phone. Dropping like flies. 2 things you can't leave home without when you live in Florida: bottled water and an umbrella. Sorry, bumped you. Because you're either going to get caught in the sun or caught in the rain. Guaranteed. I'm actually really doing pretty good this morning. It's 12:23. I've finished producing that video. Now I need to upload it, and I floated in the pool, and I organized my craft room closet, and I'm dressed and presentable to the public. I actually put on eyeshadow, believe it or not, and I'm in the car and out of the house, and it's only 12:23. So yay me. I have never done that before. In the Dollar Tree, everything is $1. Spent $60.99. Bought a lot of crap. This will be a long haul video if I show you all this shit. That was my first stop. I spent an hour and a half, hour and 15 minutes in Dollar Tree. And Jan, I did not find the oven liners. They don't have them. So now I'm heading to Walmart. Going over my budget. That sucks. And now my husband texted me to run an errand for him, So I gotta go into Tampa. They didn't have what I wanted at Walmart. They didn't have what I wanted at Dollar Tree, and now I left my list in the trunk. So now I gotta go to Office Depot or whatever. They didn't have map pins. They don't have the case for the clear cover for my phone. And I hate shopping. It's now 2:40 p.m. I've been at this for, what, 2 hours and 15 minutes. I hate shopping. I hate Walmart. I'm getting angry. Don't want to do this anymore. Hopefully they have everything I need at Office Depot as far as the phone screen and the map pins. So, not a happy camper. So, yeah, they have map pins on Amazon, really cute ones. They have all these different pretty colors that I could, you know, color coordinate to my craft room, but they want $24 shipping. Map pins. I'm in a fucking envelope. So yeah, now I gotta go to Office Depot for the map pins, and hopefully they have this shit for the phone. Oh, and they didn't have the tape for my P-Touch. Nothing. Everything that I needed, they were out of. Blows. Wendy's getting angry. Oh, and then they didn't have the selfie sticks at either store. They had selfie sticks at Walmart, but they were like, I don't know. I don't know jack shit about a selfie stick, and it had a cord where you could push a button to take a photo. Well, I don't want to take a photo. And then they had Bluetooth ones where you push a button. I don't want to take a photo. I want to hit record and whatever. I did find a cool little phone stand though, keychain one. I'll show it to you, but yeah, I need to calm down for a little bit here. Okay, so thank God that place had coconut cookies, because I was getting hangry. Okay, I don't know how much more of this I can do. What time is it? Come on. It is. It's after 3. Getting angry. Oh, you know what? Before I go anywhere, let's put in an address to the next place, because I don't know where I'm going. It doesn't look right. Google, you suck. I'm on a cobblestone road, for God's sake. I almost ran over a poor man. And I'm next to a police station. What are you guys doing to me? Honest to God. Okay, so I put in Office Depot close to home, and it sent me to frickin' downtown Tampa, goddammit. I think I'm back going the right direction now. I suppose that's, you know, one of the problems with never leaving the house. Lived here for over a year, and I don't know how to get anywhere. It would not have been good to have run over that pedestrian right in front of the cop shop. So my husband just called. Now they're waiting on me to bring him his shit back. So now I can't finish my shopping. I swear to God. I have absolutely no idea where the fuck I am, but I'm at an Office Depot. That was as bad as Walmart. I fucking hate people. God. So it is 10 minutes to 4, and it's like time for heavy traffic. So instead of being like a 15-minute ride home, it's now going to be a half-an-hour ride home, and my husband has an electrician sitting there getting paid by the hour waiting for me to deliver the wire. It's driving me crazy. My anxiety is through the roof right now. And of course they didn't have the goddamn screen things for my phone at Office Depot, so it means I gotta take another trip. It's gonna be a 4-hour trip.
Oh my god, worst shopping trip ever. I'm never going anywhere with her again. It's horrible.
Seriously, I don't know why I would ever watch another one of this woman's videos again. She is just such a freaking waste of my time. Seriously.
I want to go shopping. She should be asking me where to find the best bargains, because I know everything. What the hell was that? I'd rather get a bikini wax.